For centuries, knowledge has been hidden in plain sight across the sands of time. Whispers of lost civilizations, cryptic symbols, and forbidden histories have been erased or concealed. What if the truth was never lost, but hidden? Welcome to Eye of Ancient Mysteries, where the past speaks and the future listens. Sit back, open your mind, and prepare to uncover the untold secrets of our world. Let the journey begin now. The Greys, the most frequent visitors to Earth. According to some theories, over 70% of alien visits are by the race known as the Greys. The Grey aliens, often simply called the Greys, are described as humanoid beings with small bodies ranging in height from 90 cm to 1.5 m, smooth gray skin, large heads, no hair or body hair, and huge black almond-shaped eyes. UFO researchers claim they communicate entirely telepathically. The Greys have elongated limbs and are considered highly intelligent extraterrestrials, often inhabiting Earth. They are said to come from a binary star system in the southern constellation of Reticulum. However, it's likely that a second type of gray aliens comes from the constellation Orion. Thus, their race can be divided into good and bad, meaning those who help humanity and those who push it toward destruction. In unofficial investigations and conspiracy theories surrounding the mysterious Roswell incident of July 1947 in New Mexico, it is claimed that the crashed aliens were of the gray race. Eyewitnesses even say they saw military personnel walking alongside small alien beings the size of children, with huge heads and black eyes, without other visible facial features. This was the first modern case where small gray humanoids were talked about. Then came the famous abduction of Barney and Betty Hill in New Hampshire in 1961, which further popularized gray alien stories in the modern world. The couple claimed they were abducted by aliens between September 19 and 20, marking the first such report in the United States. Under hypnosis, Betty and Barney described in detail their experience, but skeptics say their stories are merely reflections of novels and articles they had read, which suggested the existence of small, gray-skinned extraterrestrials. However, drawings and science fiction stories about aliens, particularly the Greys, exist from much earlier periods. In 19th century books and articles, descriptions and sci-fi tales about the Greys appear. Many books and films have been dedicated to them, with one of the most significant works being Communion by Whitley Strieber, which became a major bestseller in America and was later adapted into a film. It tells the story of Strieber's abduction and his interaction with the visitors, as well as the stories of other abductees. These beings are described as the Greys. Over the years, more and more reports and claims of abductions by short gray aliens have appeared in America, Australia, Europe, and basically all over the world. The purpose is said to be conducting experiments on humans. These abductions are often described as traumatic, and in most cases, witnesses claim they were subjected to sexual assault. Some theories say the small aliens collect human DNA to clone themselves, as their population has significantly declined, or to create new hybrid species. between humans and aliens. In most abduction cases, it is mentioned that the main part involved a medical examination during which the aliens thoroughly studied the human body. According to some hypotheses, the Greys erase the memories of abducted people and have the ability to control their minds. Skeptical scientists and psychologists claim that the appearance of the Greys is a product of the abductees' imagination and represents a deep internal conflict dating back to their early childhood. It is also suggested that the Greys are distorted memories of traumatic experiences that have faded over time. Psychologist Frederick W. Malmstrom, who dedicated much of his work to studying this unusual phenomenon, states, "It's easier to imagine being abducted by extraterrestrial beings than to confront traumatic memories of bullying or an attack by an aggressive person." Some researchers even describe the Greys as ordinary people, without emotions living among us. According to others, they feed on the energy of our emotions and struggle to take our souls. Some conspiracy theories say there are benevolent Greys among them who come to serve humanity and help people ascend to a higher spiritual level. Other hypotheses claim the Greys have evolved humans to a higher level of development. Like most extraterrestrials, the Greys travel in technologically advanced spacecraft, mostly triangular or spherical in shape, according to UFO researchers. Many claim that the malevolent Greys visiting Earth are directly subordinate to the reptilians, whom we've talked about before, and who are definitely not benevolent toward our planet or species. The reptilians, is this the end of our alien occupiers? Resistance to them grows every year. The topics of reptilians' existence among us and their negative impact on our planet and humanity have been among the most discussed in esoteric circles over recent decades. You may be tired of reading conspiracy theories about them, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing about these reptile, like extraterrestrial beings. In short, some say they are just a product of vivid imagination, while others are certain they represent a powerful alien civilization. Various hypotheses exist about the origin and diversity of reptilian species inhabiting Earth and space. They are also called reptiloids, lizard people, dragons, winged snakes, etc. Some appear in their authentic form, with scaly green skin, yellow-green eyes, and a height of 2.5 meters. Others take on a human appearance, indistinguishable from ordinary people. Conspiracy theorist David Icke claims that the lizards are the ones who control Earth. Their representatives regularly transform into human bodies of influential political and management figures, and thus exercise control over the planet's affairs. There's even a theory that reptiloids kill certain influential individuals and then become their clones. Names often mentioned as reptilians include George Bush, Barack Obama, Queen Elizabeth II, much of the British royal family, and many other political elites. Also, many popular showbiz stars like Madonna, Prince, Angelina Jolie, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and others are rumored to be among them. There are a few characteristic traits of the reptile, like beings dressed in bio suits, human bodies, lower average body temperature, lower average blood pressure. Insiders say many of the winged snakes have one additional transitional vertebra in their spinal column, extreme sensitivity to daylight, preferring shade and generally darker environments. Often they are born with negative Rh factor blood types, raw, a trait common to many other extraterrestrial life forms. Only about 5% of Earth's population has our blood. Emotionally, reptilians differ from ordinary people in that they lack empathy. You might recognize some of these traits in yourself or a close person. It's important to note that despite their largely negative nature and harmful influence on Earth and humanity, there are some good reptilian beings. Still, evil intentions and forces predominate among them. Therefore, today we consider how humans might resist and rid themselves of reptilian presence and interference. Their most powerful weapon, reptilians' strongest weapon against humans, is their ability to use illusion while hiding in invisible spatial dimensions. But as our planet enters higher frequency vibrations, many previously unseen phenomena are coming to light. More people report seeing strange alien forms and beings with their own eyes. Because of this, reptilians can no longer remain so deeply hidden from human perception. Not just through sight, but also through the inner awakening and increasing awareness of many people. This awakening leads to greater knowledge and development of superhuman abilities like clairvoyance, strong intuition, telepathy, and more. These heightened vibrations help us cleanse negative energy within and around ourselves, making it easier to resist attacks by hostile cosmic beings. Also, the truth about who and why came here to Earth is becoming clearer each year. Among other methods reptilians use to deliberately lower our vibrational frequencies are GMO foods, chemicals used to treat food and water, pharmaceutical products, and other goods flooding the market, according to UFO researchers. They add that these are the means by which the lizards control our thoughts and bodies. Seeing them is dangerous, however, the ability to see reptilians and other alien life forms is not safe, researchers warn. If we're not mentally prepared for such encounters and are afraid of supernatural phenomena, it can be harmful to our psyche. Fear drastically lowers our vibrations and makes us vulnerable to foreign attacks and influence. Witnesses say reptilians can instantly change their shape, appearance. Hence they're often called shapeshifters. Some report glimpsing tribal markings on their neck or face, slit pupils instead of round ones, or entirely dark eyes with no whites, unlike humans. Could we be of alien origin? The concept of directed panspermia is gaining popularity. The question of human origin has always fascinated people with many theories. Starting from religious texts stating that God created humans in His image, Genesis 1, through Darwin's theory that humans evolved from apes, to the increasingly popular concept that life was seeded on Earth by an advanced alien civilization. These are just three main viewpoints pondering the millennia-old mystery of life's origin on our planet. Many mysteries remain about when exactly the first humans appeared and numerous undisputed archaeological findings prove ancient civilizations were far more advanced than today's humans. Evidence includes the Egyptian pyramids, Stonehenge, the mysterious statues of Easter Island near Chile, and many more. These remains raise many questions that conservative science still cannot answer. In recent decades, more specialists from different fields support the theory of life being seated on Earth by a higher alien intelligence. One of them is Nobel Prize winner Francis Crick, British molecular biologist, biophysicist, and neurologist who discovered human DNA. Crick strongly supported the idea of life being deliberately transported here, called directed panspermia. His unorthodox ideas were unpopular with many colleagues, but he stood firm. He stated, "One assumed that on some distant planet about 4 billion years ago, a form of higher being developed, which, like us, discovered science and technology, but at a far more advanced